His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tarik arrived in the state of Kuwait today on a two-day state visit. His Highness Sheikh Mish'al Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, Emir of Kuwait, led the welcoming party for His Majesty the Sultan at the Emiri Airport in Kuwait as he wished His Majesty and the accompanying delegation a pleasant stay in Kuwait. Alongside the Emir of Kuwait, His Majesty was also received by His Excellency Sheikh Ahmed Abdullah Al-Ahmed Al-Sabah, Prime Minister. His Highness Sheikh Sabah Khalid Hamad Al-Sabah, Head of the Mission of Honor. His Excellency Sheikh Fahad Yusuf Saud Al-Sabah, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Defense, and Minister of the Interior. His Excellency Sheikh Muhammad Abdullah Al-Mubarak Al-Sabah, Minister of Amiri Diwan Affairs. His Excellency Shreda Abdullah Saad Al-Mu'ashirji, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of State for the Council of Ministers Affairs. His Excellency Dr. Imad Muhammad Al-Atiqi, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Oil. His Excellency Abdullah Ali Al-Yahya, Minister of Foreign Affairs. His Excellency Ahmed Fahad Al-Fahad, Under-Secretary of the Amiri Diwan. His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Nasser Al-Hajri, Ambassador of the State of Kuwait to the Sultanate of Oman, and senior Kuwaiti officials and members of the Omani Embassy in Kuwait. Official reception protocols were conducted for His Majesty the Sultan upon his arrival. When the royal airplane Nizwa entered the airspace of the State of Kuwait, it was escorted by a fleet of Kuwaiti Air Force utilities until its landing at the Emiri Airport. There, the Emir of Kuwait received His Majesty the Sultan, passing between rows of guard of honor. The two leaders headed to the Day of Honor at the Emiri Hall, where the Omani royal anthem was played, followed by the Kuwaiti national anthem. After that, His Majesty the Sultan inspected the Guard of Honor, which gave the salute to His Majesty. Then His Majesty the Sultan shook hands with senior members of the Kuwaiti welcoming party, while the Emir of the State of Kuwait shook hands with the members of the official delegation accompanying His Majesty the Sultan, welcoming them and wishing them a pleasant stay. Then His Majesty the Sultan, accompanied by the Emir of Kuwait, boarded the motorcade which took His Majesty over to his residence at Bayan Palace in the capital Kuwait city. As the motorcade of the two leaders left the Amiri Airport's gate, it was flanked by a group of motorcycles. A group of children lined the sides of the road, waving the Omani and Kuwaiti flags in an emotional manifestation of amity and fraternity, while helicopters carrying the flags of the two countries hovered over the sky of the ceremony. Upon the arrival of the motorcade carrying the two leaders at Bayan Palace, the artillery fired a 21-gun salute to His Majesty the Sultan, while a group of cavalrymen surrounded the parade. After that, a group of Kuwaiti folklore bands performed the art of Arda, chanted songs and poetic verses, and rejoiced over the auspicious arrival of His Majesty the Sultan. During the visit, His Majesty the Sultan is accompanied by a high-ranking official delegation comprising His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tarik Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for Defense Affairs, His Highness Sayyid bil Arab bin Haitham Al Saeed, His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of Royal Court, His Excellency General Sultan bin Muhammad Al Nu'mani, Minister of the Royal Office, His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior, His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, His Excellency Dr. Hamad bin Saeed Al Aufi, Head of the Private Office, His Excellency Abdul Salam bin Muhammad Al Murshidi, Chairman of Oman Investment Authority, His Excellency Qais bin Muhammad Al Yusuf, Minister of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, and His Excellency Dr. Saleh bin Amr Al Kharousi, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman to the State of Kuwait. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tarik left here today for the State of Kuwait on a 2-day state visit, during which he will meet Sheikh Mish'al Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Subah, Emir of Kuwait. The visit, made in response to an invitation by the Emir of Kuwait, comes as an extension of the historical and fraternal relations binding the two countries and their peoples. His Majesty the Sultan was seen off at the Royal Airport by His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tarik Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs and Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan, His Highness Sayyid Yazan bin Haitham Al Saeed, Minister of Culture, Sports and Youth, His Excellency Sheikh Abdul Malik bin Abdullah Al Khalili, Chairman of the State Council, His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal Al Ma'wali, Chairman of the Shura Council, His Excellency Sayyid Muhammad bin Sultan Al Busaidi, Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Judicial Council, His Excellency Nasr bin Hamoud Al Kindi, Secretary General of the Royal Court Affairs, Her Excellency Dr. Madiha bint Ahmed Al Shaybaniya, Minister of Education, His Excellency Sheikh Al Fadl bin Muhammad Al Harthi, Secretary General of the Council of Ministers, His Excellency Lieutenant General Hassan bin Muhsin Al Shriqi, Inspector General of Police and Customs, His Excellency Lieutenant General Saeed bin Ali Al Hilali, Head of the Internal Security Service, His Excellency Dr. Muhammad bin Saeed Al Ma'mari, Minister of Endowments and Religious Affairs, His Excellency Dr. Hilal bin Ali Septi, Minister of Health, Vice Admiral Abdullah bin Khamis Al Raisi, Chief of Staff of the Sultan's Armed Forces, Major General Matar bin Salim Al Blushi, Commander of the Royal Army of Oman, Air Vice Marshal Khamis bin Hamad Al Ghafri, Commander of the Royal Air Force of Oman, Rear Admiral Saif bin Nasser Al Rahbi, Commander of the Royal Navy of Oman, and Major General Musallam bin Muhammad Ja'bub, Commander of the Sultan's Special Force.